Greetings, lords and ladies, Kaiser here, and welcome to another episode of our Epirus campaign in Imperator, Rome. Now, when last we left off, we had handed Macedon quite possibly the biggest possible loss in their record by almost completely taking them over. We had some help from Phrygia, of course. They did take out most of the Macedonian army. We continued on their successes. We got plenty, and I mean plenty of lands. However, we did have to let go of a few of the pieces in order to be able to, actually sign peace. You would think that you would be able to get a full capitulation from them, but nope. Oh well. It is, I respect the fact that that was placed in the game so that you couldn't snowball too fast. Now, granted, you can still snowball off of the smaller ones, but which is probably what we're gonna do. But yeah, Macedon still exists. They exist with 11 cities, while we exist with 76. However, right now we have aggressive expansion, almost 40. And I had realized a little bit too late, if I'm not mistaken, isn't there no sacrifice to the gods? I could have sworn there was one invention that lessens the aggressive expansion effect. It's probably hidden somewhere under these ones. Speaking of which, do we need a sacrifice to the gods right now? Do we need accepted rights? Wrong culture group happiness. No, we're all Greek, I believe. Let's actually check. Yeah, we're all Greek, so it's fine. Except those guys in there are apparently Hebrew. Dominant culture Hebrew. Well. Culture group Levantine. But if I'm not mistaken, we do have cultural assimilation almost everywhere, right? Except... Wait a minute. Did we not? No, we did not. We have not yet put a governor over here. Nikakor Leonid. Now, he would be good if not for the corruption. The corruption, because he's simply corrupt, so no. Wait, is he corrupt? I don't want to click on him because I don't want to... Actually, if I click on this, it should be fine. Yes! Yeah, he has the personality corrupt, so that's not gonna go anywhere. That's gonna stay S10, so we definitely don't want him as our governor, but we will take Mr. Theronid as our governor. There, I do not agree with that policy, sir, so I would appreciate if you swap that. No, not religious conversion. Still not. That is what we need. See that? We did take the penalty away, like the minus 20% for the government change. Like, are you doing the same thing in all of the places? No, only these two. So Macedonia Secunda does have the governor policy cultural assimilation, but you know what? I want you to do the same thing in all of those lands. I do not want Hellas to be doing this either, so cultural assimilation. Aetolia. Yeah, cultural assimilation there too. Sorry. And you know what, even Epirus would do well with some cultural assimilation. First, let's decide which trade import we wouldn't need anymore. So Ionia, we do need that. I'll tell you guys to stop. No, not that. Pretty sure that's not something I want to do right now, for the reason that we have so many slaves that I do want to be able to move slaves around cheaper in order to gain some additional bonuses. How many? We have 33 in Nicopolis. Good God, that is a lot of slaves we have in Epirus. 56. Woo! Alright, so I believe Phoenike, sorry, if I saw correctly, yes, they are producing wine, so we'll just move like 15 of our slaves from Nicopolis into Phoenike, and we will have the surplus of wine, so we can say stop giving us wine there. And with this, we can now do cultural assimilation here as well. Simply because, like, I want it to be free right now, okay? And I want Epirus to be united. All of it. But yeah, like I said, we will be... I mean, we do have to wait for this aggressive expansion to go down by quite a bit, so we will be doing some governmental and prosperity aspects of the game. For one thing, I would prefer Phrygia not completely hating us, so we will open an embassy there. Same goes with Egypt, because I just don't want Egypt or Phrygia to randomly declare war on us. How are you doing? 24, what is that? What is going on over there? Byzantium. It doesn't say you're at war with Byzantium, so what gives? Oh! Those are barbarians! You have barbarians going through your lands. Are the barbarians in retreat? They are. Good. Destroy them. Alright, so we will be moving plenty of our things around. First and foremost, 15 to Phoenike. I'm gonna lose count probably. What is that? Hebrew, Jewish. We do have enough religious power. I might just change all the Jews. I might just get rid of all the Jews and change them into Epirus. Please don't quote me on the getting rid of the Jews. Would very much appreciate that. There we go. We have a surplus of wine now. What else would we like a surplus of in our capital province? As we do have enough slaves to get one more. I mean, we could get a surplus of precious metals so that we could send the precious metals around. Precious metals are in Dodona. Where else are they? Out of curiosity. Okay, so this is the only place that we have precious metals throughout the entirety of our empire. So, but I'm pretty sure Dodona cannot sustain an additional 15 pops. That just will not do. So that's out of the question. What else do we need? Or rather, what else would we like to do? Marble? What does that give us with the surplus? City provincial loyalty. Surplus in the capital, monthly tyranny. We don't really have... I mean, we do have a little bit of it. But it's changing by minus 0.18 every month, so that's going to go away very soon. What about earthenware? National freeman output. So that would be more manpower, if I'm not mistaken. And research points plus 5%. Each surplus in the province. Now, I believe we get both of those. So the surplus in the province and national freeman output. So an additional percent for research point and additional 2.5 output, sorry. Manpower output. Local freeman outputs there as well. Surplus in the capital, diplomatic reputation plus 2. Or trireme discipline, but the local tax, maybe honey? I know that the diplomatic reputation isn't that important, but we do still get the local freeman output. So we might as well do honey. Where is honey located? In Helikarnon. Are you gonna be able? You should be able to take 15 pops. Alright, let's do it. So, to Helikarnon. No, that's not Helikarnon. Helikranon. My bad. My bad. Helikranon, 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 Helikranon. And you know what? We're just gonna set it to like speed 2 and let it play. So that the time actually does go by as we go. Byzantium had sent us a gift. I'm pleased with that. No, you cannot have access. One more. Helikranon. There we go. Alright, now we have a surplus of honey as well. In province of Epirus, making us lose the following bonus. What? Oh, if we traded it. Of course, if we traded it. So yeah, we do have the local freeman output, as well as the diplomatic reputation. Good, good. Okay, who else needs some love as far as slave movement goes? Good God, that sounds wrong. How about we get some more iron in Hipata? That's right, one more. Wait, we have 2 places that are providing with iron? Iron. Oh, right. We did keep Hellas. Sorry, Skyros. But yeah, sure, we'll move some pops into Hipata. Let's do this. Move into Hipata, Hypata, perhaps, not sure. But we will keep one. We'll see how many we can do like this. 5 over here, excellent. Where is Hipata? Or Hypata? Probably Hypata. How many more? 5 more. I can do 4 from here. Now, which one do we say is not... you don't need one. There we go, and we have an additional surplus of iron. Heck yeah! Next on the block, Macedonia Secunda. You have 12, so that's not gonna work. But Thessaly has 20, so that could do something. Now, let's check Thessaly. What are we producing here? We are producing vegetables. How about we produce an additional vegetable in order to be able to send it into Epirus? Sounds wunderbar. Wunderbar, he says. Wunderbar. And so into Pharsalos. We already have 8. Leather from province of Macedonia, sure. So we already have 8. That's 9. Death. We bring ill tidings. Indeed, a death is always an ill tiding. That's a 10. Yeah, our government is already at 10, so it makes sense to put him over here. There you go. Awesome. Where were we? Gonoi. So into Pharsalos. How many more? 4 more. 3 more from over here. Now let me see, just a moment. Yeah, everything is on 1, so we'll just have to decide which one doesn't get to keep their slave. Let's say you. No particular reason, but there we go. We have an additional vegetable in Thessaly. Next, Macedonia, 37 slaves. In this small part of Macedonia that we have 37 slaves. Good God, that's a lot. Mr. Pyrrhus, how about you go back into the capital? Though not all of them. I say this unit goes down to Greece, as we are eventually going to be attacking there. Some units go up there as well. What is this? What do you want from me? Import livestock. Sure, why not? Research needed. Right, another guy died. God damn, everybody's dying. An invention is possible. Now, do we do any of these inventions? Perhaps the military tradition cost would go well before this next research is reached. Sacrifice to the gods, that's also good. But if I do that, we will not be able to move that many slaves around anymore. Now, what's more important, moving slaves around or having a 10% decrease on military tradition cost? I'll do that one. We'll always have more points coming in for that. What is this? Painonian Revolt. Painonia, you're falling apart just like Macedonia. Alright, so... what are we producing in here? We are producing horses. We definitely want to produce more horses, correct? Correct. Pella has 12. Let's let's see. Alright. Start moving into... where is this? Tauriana. Alright, into Tauriana. And now we gotta wait. I'll pick up the speed a little bit for this purpose. Alright. Tauriana. Next... You have 3, alright. Into Tauriana. Tauriana. Edessa, you have 4. Straight into Tauriana as well. How many more do you need? That's it, that's it. 15, alright. We have a surplus of horses now. What do you want? Hemp from the province of Thessaly. Sure, sure, sure. An envoy from the Hellenistic. What do you want? Earthenware. Sure, as long as you don't want to take my horses, I am absolutely fine, because we are definitely going to want to get some horses into Epirus as soon as we can. Let me actually check the... Is there anything that's going to allow us an additional trade route anytime soon? Not anytime soon, so we better hope that Mr. Pyrrhus decides to convert pops very, very quickly. These are all Epirate. Epirate. Quite honestly, it's probably just the... Yeah, it's just the slaves that are not Epirate yet. Probably. That is correct. Everything else is more or less Epirate. I still want him to do this for a little while longer, though. But as soon as we can have an additional trade route in Epirus, we will be importing the horses from Macedonia. But Macedonia does have enough slaves for an additional... resource. Now what else would we perhaps want? Perhaps Edessa, perhaps the glass. The surplus for the income would be nice. Commerce income 15. I mean, we definitely would like some glass into Epirus as well, considering everything. So sure, let's move them into Edessa. So, out of Pella and into Edessa. Come on. Let's get these points a little bit quicker. Meanwhile, our aggressive expansion is going down. That is what we want to do. Pyrrhus has sent word that he has fallen ill. Not on my watch. Seek treatment. I know it cost us 100, but we are not having Pyrrhus die prematurely. Death. Our Archisom got killed, or rather died. Alright, so Mr. Alcatid, you are now in command of our Morale's armies, yes. Very good grammar, yes, yes. There we go, martial advances. Into Edessa. Come on. Edessa. How many more? More. Let's just leave it at that. What do you want? Currently exporting vegetables from province decline. I want those vegetables to go into Epirus. Treatment successful. Excellent. We lost arthritis. That's very nice to see. Edessa. What is this? The bitter civil war in Pannonia has finally come to an end, with the loyal forces of utterly crushing the rebel armies led by Milon and his scheming cohorts. We are reliably informed that the turning point of the war was during the siege of Skaptopeira, when the rebel forces attempted to rout the loyalist army, but were outmaneuvered by the superb tactics of Audolion. The outcome of this war is largely irrelevant to us, as we do not consider Pannonia as either a friend or enemy. Nevertheless, we ought to be careful now that their nation is on track to recovery. I mean, congratulations to them. Vegetable. No! Stop wanting my vegetables. I know vegetables are good for you. They're very good for you. But I want to keep these vegetables for ourselves. No, not to... I'm Move them to Pella accidentally. I want Edessa. Wait, how many more? One more. Alright. Into Edessa. There we go. So we have a surplus of glass as well. And we're gonna have to watch out as far... Exile armies where? Oh, right. This is, Dismiss. These are Macedonian lands still. Do we want... How many cohorts are in there? 6 cohorts? Nah, I want these 6 cohorts to... go to Patrai, maybe? Yes, go to Patrai. How many cohorts are already there? 7. So this will be 13 cohorts. Alright. And these cohorts are gonna have to wait and be moved to... Wait a minute. Is Macedon having a revolt? They are. Though it's just those 2 islands, so they should be fine. Should be. Doesn't mean they will be. Alright, let's get the last army out. And I believe that is it as far as our maneuvering of slaves go. Unless we want something in Macedonia Secunda. What are they? Ooh, there's a surplus of vegetables here too. Okay, so maybe we don't have to be as careful about not letting people get our vegetables. What does leather do for us? Cohort recruitment speed, light infantry defense, livestock, grain. Now you won't believe it, but I would actually like grain. Grain is in this place. There are how many slaves there? 12. I mean, we could actually transport some of the Macedonian slaves, like 2 of them at least, into Macedonia Secunda. Thessaly. We could also transport some from Thessaly. No, let's just leave it as it is right now. Of course, it is quite min-maxy to do this. Whether we keep that surplus or we trade it out. It's good for us as far as fleet maintenance, army maintenance, there we go. It's good for us as far as our balance goes, for sure. We'll do that eventually, but for now, let's get some trade routes going. Precious metals from Epirus. Now, wait, no, we're only producing 1 surplus, so that's not gonna work. We already have vegetables here. How about some wine from somewhere? Perhaps Europa? I mean, sure, we can trade with Thrace, why not? There. Next one is Thessaly. Nope, we need some more civic power. Oh. The industrious folk of Oloson have excelled themselves, contributing their own personal funds to develop the infrastructure of their fine city. We hope this attitude can be mirrored by some of our less loyal subjects. What are you saying? This guy's loyal. Wonderful. We get a granary. I'm all up for that. Alright, so we can get some, I guess, fish? Also from Europa, sure, why not? Though that will be a surplus, but still, local population growth plus 0.02. Last one, Macedonia. Right, we do need the civic points, of course. Death, another one! What do you want? Import glass. No! That glass is staying with us. There we go. Sacrifice to the gods cost 20%. Yeah, we're still pretty far from the blessing of Hermes running out, so might as well sacrifice and get that additional stability point. National tax, monthly legitimacy, research points. Heck yeah! Ruler popularity gain. That's also very nice. And with the addition that it's gonna take another 3 years for the blessing to for the Omen to run out, how about we use some of that power to convert some pops? Let's convert some Jews. Alright. So we're waiting for civic power and religious power now. 1914, still not enough for either. We're assimilating absolutely everywhere. And I love it. Assimilation is good. Free assimilation, even better. There we go. So, Macedonia. What could we get you? You're producing fish, you're producing grain, you're producing livestock, so none of those are really useful to you. You're producing olives as well, and wine. You're producing everything! Would you like some wood? You're not producing earthenware. Earthenware gives research points over there. How many... You got quite a lot of citizens, so it wouldn't be a bad idea. Sure, earthenware from Achaia. There we go. Some internal trading, that's always fun. It's actually good for, like, nobody else gets our bonuses, and we still earn a lot more. Like, as you can see, Achaia to Macedonia, we're actually earning more trading in between our own lands than trading, like, exporting it outside of our own lands. Which is why I would love to just have enough resources, have enough of these different trade goods to be able to intertrade the whole damn thing. Or rather, speaking of conversion, Epirus, because this guy has been converting for quite a while, so this is all Epirus, Epirus. Oh, it would be wonderful if everybody here was Epirus already. Are they actually? Holy damn! Everything here is Epirus. Alright, in that case, you can start encouraging trade now. And by encouraging trade, let's see, how about some livestock? Right, we do need civic power. My bad, my bad. What do you want? Glass, decline. Sorry about that. Should probably take a drink, just a moment. Right, and just as I come back, we get this. Basilius, they caused enough damage to decrease the civilization value by how much? Where are they? Where are these barbarians? No, seriously, where are they? Am I just blind, or did the barbarians already disappear? It would seem they already disappeared for whatever reason. At any rate, let's get those units out. Kind of forgot about those guys. And nothing has been taken over, so I truly am confused. Go into Lamia with those, how many cohorts? How many cohorts? You got 5. All right. Shame of a governor. In the midst of a fallow season, one of our most esteemed governors held a vast and lavish party in his summer palace. Even his most loyal subordinates were shocked by his display of contempt for the plight of the common man, and have written directly to us demanding that some manner of justice be taken. He loses some gold and loses some loyalty. Are you gaining loyalty by any chance? You're gaining loyalty because you're devout. Alright, so even if we do that, it's not going to be by much. We lose popularity and he gains loyalty. Demand his resignation. No, he doesn't have to resign. He just has to pay some of his own money, and I guess it's going to be a little bit of a loyalty decrease there. What is our loyalty limit right now, by the way? Government, let's see. Max loyalty plus 50. Alright, so it should be... Yeah, 100 is max. Whew, what's going on? Glass, nope. Glass, nope. Everybody wants glass. Yes, I want glass as well. Hence, I'm not giving it. But that is it for this episode, I believe, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Join me next time for another somewhat exciting episode of our Epirus campaign. Now, granted, the aggressive expansion still hasn't gone down well enough. What's our situation with Phrygia? It's on -25. The aggressive expansion really is still hitting us hard. So we'll see what we do in the next episode, but I'm pretty sure we will not go into another war with our Greek neighbors. Though if we did this, we would essentially gain all of Greece under our control. Literally all of it. So I'll give it some thought. Until then, though, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I will see you next time, and until then, ad gloriam.